Should I clip this to me? Should I be like that? Oh, maybe I should take my sweet shades off. Yeah, so I'm in the parking lot of a grocery store. And I chose that location to make a video because I thought it would be the most scenic. No, I've been wanting to make videos again, but I have such a thing with being seen or being witnessed making videos. I don't know what it is. Oh, those are dirty. I don't know what it is. I hate for other people to notice me making a video. I don't know if it's because I feel cringe. It might just be because, well, that's kind of what we're gonna figure out today, I guess. That's why I'm making this video. I think it's a real problem for a lot of us where we want to put our art out there, or we want to go make new friends, or we want to make videos on YouTube. Whatever it is that makes us more visible, we're just so afraid of it. And I kind of want to just explore why that might be, because I've been thinking about this for a little while. And I've been watching YouTube videos about the fear of being seen. And the fear of being imperfect. So I've been watching a few of those and been thinking about why is this such a big deal for me when, like, probably realistically no one cares. No one cares. Like, I'm in a huge parking lot right now. Someone might notice me talking to myself. Even if they do, though, I don't think they'll really care, and if they do care, why would I care that they care, you know? It's not like they're gonna, like, what are you doing? I don't think that's gonna happen here. And even if it does, I'm like, excuse you, I'm doing a video. Do you mind? Like, this didn't got anything to do with you. So, like, why is it a big thing? I just drove to, like, 3 different places trying to be like, should I record here? No. And I did this because I was already out and about. I was doing errands, like, out of town. So I'm just out and about right now. I stopped at a few places on my way back to where I was going, and I'm like, here's a little park. I could, well, no, I don't want to record here because it's kind of small. And there's just this little parking lot that faces this little structure. If anyone happens to come here and park next to me and see that I'm recording a YouTube video, they're going to be like, what the hell is going on? And I'm going to be like, no, don't perceive me. And this park was also just kind of like by a bunch of houses. It was really open. I was like, oh, this is not private enough. So I think one of the places I went to was just like this closed building that had outdoor seating. I'm like, well, maybe, you know, this place is closed. Maybe I can just sit in one of these seats. Then I was like, what if someone is secretly inside watching me? And at this point, I started to realize, man, I have a real problem with this, don't I? And there were people there too. There were people just kind of like out walking around. Maybe there was a park nearby, or I don't know. It looked like maybe they were part of a sports team that was practicing. I'm like, are you serious? There's people here too? Like, there's people out here in the world? How dare they? I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like some deep part of me feels like I need to run from predators, like a fight or flight kind of thing. I mean, I guess that's what anxiety is. But I feel also like logically, literally, no one cares. I care though. But why do I care? If we really wanted to go deep and do some sort of... I could probably go super deep and do some shadow work and like think about my childhood and where it all began. And maybe I will. But because, and I mentioned that because I do remember some times where I was just being silly or goofy, and you know, I probably looked silly, but I was like singing, dancing. I have this one memory of singing into like a little flower vase. It was like a decorative one that I had for my room to put fake flowers in. I was singing into that because it created sort of an echo. And I was like, oh, this is great. This is like a microphone. I'm at a concert. I was doing that by myself in my room, and then I turned, and my mom was in the doorway, and she started laughing at me. And I was like mortified. She probably just thought like, oh, that's cute, that's silly. But I was like, I can never sing again. Just stuff like that, where now that I'm an adult, it's like I can apply to some logic to what she was probably thinking and why she reacted the way that she did. But when I was a kid, it was like life or death. It was so embarrassing, and I felt really ashamed. I think if you are like me and you have this fear of being more visible, it could be stuff, it could be anything. It could be stuff like that, like what I just said, where you have like childhood memories that play into it. It's probably a combination of many things. I'm used to just sort of being in the background and not really giving my opinion. And in fact, I'll become so detached from what I actually think that I just assume I don't have an opinion. When really, if I thought about it for a second, and like just in general for anything, really if I thought about it, I probably would have more opinions. But I tend to be the sort of person who's like, oh, you know, whatever, I don't care. We can go wherever. I don't mind. I don't have a preference. Now, I will say, if I'm with another person who's like that, I'm gonna make the decision. I'm gonna be like, okay, we both don't care where we eat. We're eating here, because I just know how that goes, and I'm like, no, this is inefficient. I decide where we go now. So I know I'm capable of like voicing what I think in front of other people. But maybe it's more like, it's probably more the topic that matters. Like, I don't mind being seen in public, right? I don't mind going to the park and there's other people at the park. I'll even sit on a blanket and like crochet. I'll do that. I'll read my book out in public. I'll do any activity. I think I would even be okay recording a tutorial for something. I don't know what, like, I was gonna edit some photos that I took on Procreate. I brought my iPad. I don't know if I'll still do that. I'm at the store just because I want chocolate milk. And I wanted a place to record where I felt that it was like, in a store parking lot, in a big store parking lot, it feels sort of like privacy as a byproduct of so many people being around. It's sort of like a contradiction. There are so many people in the parking lot, I just feel like no one's gonna notice one person in the back of the parking lot talking to their phone. So that's why I feel comfortable here doing that. But what I was saying about, like, I'd be comfortable doing a tutorial. If I was, like, setting up a camera at a park and I'm like, hey guys, today I'm gonna show you how to almost lose your Apple Pen in the crack between the car seats. Now today I'm gonna show you how I edit photos to, I don't know, post post them as stickers to Redbubble or something. I would be fine doing that. I think my real issue... Oh, this is at 18%. This is low battery and my phone is low battery. So this, I don't know how long this video will be. I don't plan to edit it, really. So, so far, like 10 minutes and 30 seconds. I think my issue is the kind of content I want to make YouTube videos about is a little more personal. At least for this channel. I might make another channel that is more like nature content. I'll let you know if I do anything with that. But what I want to do for this channel is have it be a vlog. I talk about what I'm thinking and feeling. If I record videos consistently enough, which I do plan to do, I want that to be something I do, where I'm posting like a video a week. That's my ultimate goal. If that's what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be talking about some personal things. And I can't say I'm comfortable doing that, even in my own house when there are other people home who I know wouldn't judge me for it. That's the level of anxiety that I'm working through right now. I live with currently one friend, but it's going to be 2 friends soon. They are so chill. They don't care. Like, I tell them anything. But something about it, whether I tell them in advance or I don't, it just feels embarrassing. I don't know why. I do wonder, though, if I just start doing it, if I'll get used to it. And, because at that point, they'll be like... In fact, they're already used to me kind of talking to myself because I'm always talking to my cats. My friend was telling me, I never know if someone else who's supposed to be visiting soon is here yet or not when I hear you talking, because you're usually just talking to the cats. And I'm like, yeah, I was talking to the cats. And the way the amount I talk to the cats and the amount I talk to people who come over is about the same. So they're used to that already, and I tell them a lot of personal stuff because we're close. So I don't know why I would be afraid to tell them that I'm recording a video in my room. My friend actually does therapy sessions in his room with me home and says that that's fine. He just closes the door. And I never hear what he's talking about either because I always have headphones on. So I guess, like, he's fine with that. Why am I not fine with, like, vlogging? It's the sort of thing where I think sometimes you just have to sit with yourself and talk through it. Because when you actually sit and think about it, you can make more sense of it and put things into perspective and go, you know, I understand why I'm afraid to do that, but maybe I don't need to be. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say about this. Right now, anyway. I guess one other aspect is, other than just, like, going out somewhere to record a video or even recording it in my room, something else I've really been getting in my own way about is making and sharing my art. Even if it's, like, to nobody in particular, even if it's just me drawing something and, like, putting it on Redbubble or making art prints of it. Yesterday I was gonna edit some photos so that I could see if I could turn them into art prints. I took these photos of mushrooms, like close-up plants. They're cool. A lot of them are from a cemetery. Some are just from a neighborhood walk I did. I was supposed to edit those photos. I got my computer out. I was all ready to go. And then I was like, oh yeah, I forgot my mouse wheel doesn't work. I should look up how to fix that real quick. It'll only take a second. And then I spent like 2 hours trying to fix my mouse, and I technically found out how to fix it, but I didn't fix it because when I was trying to fix it, the mouse wheel, I broke the mouse wheel. I broke the little piece of plastic that connects to the mechanism that allows the mouse to scroll. So I was like, I cleaned the dust off for what? It got to a point where I only stopped because the cats were like, it is now dinner time, feed us dinner. I'm like, okay. And only after I took a break, I was like, you know, I was not having a fun time doing that. Not after a little while, not after like 30 minutes or so. I did that for, I don't know how that much time passed. I don't know how I got stuck doing that. I do that sometimes. It was one of the most obvious examples of self-sabotage that I had witnessed myself doing in a while. I was like, I really had everything set up to do this thing that I wanted to do, that I think would generally improve my life because I've been wanting to put my art out there more. I really was all set up to do that and had nothing in my way but myself, my own self. For what? Like, why? That's the thing, isn't it? I was like, oh, you know, it's not like a total waste of time that I did this, even though I didn't fix my mouse, because what I got to do was kind of like exercise my brain and practice thinking of creative solutions, and I got to do something with my hands. And like, yeah, that's all fine and good. Those aren't bad things, but they were things I was doing under the guise of productivity, as a way of procrastinating something that I actually wanted to do, but was maybe just a little scared to do. That makes sense? It's like, what you're doing is productive, sure, like, oh, I want to draw, but maybe I should sweep my floor first. Like, what? Like, find a time to sweep your floor and then find a time to draw. One doesn't have to replace the other. I don't know, something to think about. Yeah. I'm gonna go get chocolate milk.